Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WYK. Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Markey to Saxton, cutting through the lane, hits the layup, beautifully run play.
High school basketball plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports, bringing you the best of the York Adams League all season.
Shiflett a deep three, it is good! Trey Shiflett with the tray at the buzzer.
Now, let's head out to the action with the call of tonight's game. Here's Ron Ruman.
Good evening and welcome to the very secure Grumbacher Center here at York College for the boys York Adams League 2017 Basketball Championship, the rubber match between the Panthers of Central York and the Bobcats of Northeastern. This is Ron Ruman along with Andy Bria. Andy and I have successfully passed our extreme vetting and been admitted. They pumped all the air out and put new air in here. Because, you know, Andy, you want to know why China's kicking our butt? Because our president has national security briefings in a public restaurant with people taking selfies, but a D3 basketball team must practice in a completely secure facility. That's why we're number one in the world today.
I'm not even going there with you.
So, anyway, all right. So, anyway, we should have
some basketball.
We should have a good basketball game and a good crowd on hand tonight. And these teams that, you know, I think probably a lot of people thought these two and Spring Grove were the three that probably would be here. And they split in December 20th at Central. Northeastern won 75-58. That was a close game till the last 4 minutes or so. And then back on January 21st, Central beat Northeastern 68-64 at Northeastern. That was Northeastern's first loss of the year. And as we mentioned last night, Central down the stretch beat both Spring Grove and Northeastern on the road. So it's an intriguing matchup tonight, and hopefully will be a pretty good game.
You know, looking at, I'm going to talk about a little bit about Central now. They had to find an identity, okay? And then that was their issue early on, okay? They weren't quite sure. Kevin has said to me on multiple occasions that this bunch plays as a unit almost more than any bunch they've had. And even last year's team, which was really good, he thinks this team is better.
Yeah.
They needed to find that identity, and it took them that long. And you can tell coming down a stretch. Every game we've had them coming down a stretch, they're disciplined in what they do. I'll tell you, Northeastern's a little shaky against this, switching man to man, and nobody plays it better than Central.
Well, that's right. And, you know, I think the question that John Eiser brought up when we did their game up at Spring Grove in front of a packed house there, he said, I don't know how these guys are going to react to a big crowd. They lost that one, but they won in front of 2,600 the other night at Red Lion. So I think maybe they passed that test.
Well, you know, they didn't. Well, yeah, they did. There was 2,600 people in that gym. But that game bothers me against that they played against up at Spring Grove. That can happen here. This is a big. Yeah, it is. This is a big area. Here's a man that's wishing him good luck tonight. I'm telling you.
Thank you. Marge came by and asked if you would leave, actually, but, you know. The Sheelers are here supporting son Kevin, and they don't like Andy in the building. They think he's bad luck.
That's not true.
So, anyway.
I'm like a 3-0 lately.
I know. Well, anyway, we will see what happens. It should be a good one tonight. Northeastern and Central, about 28 minutes away from our WellSpan opening tip. This is the WellSpan High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports. We'll take a break, and we come back. Andy talks with the head coaches here on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m., Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the GameTime features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
It's a family tradition. Their family name, Romberger's Appliance in South York, is York's hometown appliance store for more than 50 years. You get it all with top brand names like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, plus huge selections, great values, and unmatchable service after the sale. That's why Romberger's was voted the #1 family-owned appliance store by the people of York County. Associated with the largest buying group nationwide, gives them the purchasing power to pass the savings on to you. Their professional sales staff will only sell you what you need, and at the best prices too. With the best service and delivery, low prices, and a huge selection, it's a family tradition. Remember, if Romberger sells it, Romberger services it. Always above the rest in customer service. 190 Reynolds Mill Road, Leader Heights area of York. So before you buy anywhere else, shop Romberger's Appliances first. Your one-stop, low-overhead store where big savings are to be had every time. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for the way it's made.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350.
Not going to introduce you that way. Welcome back to our pregame show. We're at the Grombacher Center at York College tonight for the boys championship of the YAIAA between the Northeastern Bobcats and the Central York Panthers. And with me now is the coach of the Bobcats, John Eister. Coach, congratulations on getting your bunch here tonight.
Thanks a lot, Coach. It's going to be fun.
All right. Rubber match between you and Central. That's, you know them well. There's not a lot, I guess, to talk about, but talk a little bit about the preparation, getting your team ready to play them again.
Well, you have to change your focus or your mindset offensively to play against Central because of their switching man and their kids do such a great job, clogging the paint. So there's some other things you have to do. You have to look for some settings where we can get the ball maybe on the side of one floor, and we really have to be patient because their kids are going to be where we want to get. They're going to clog the paint, and that's where we're going to want to get to. So we'll have to be patient and take what their defense gives us.
Kevin's very good, just like you. Both of these teams are very well coached. Lately, he's been going to Zulata a lot inside, and he put that in a couple of times. Talk about having to defend him tonight.
Yeah, well, I think they have a couple of guys that can play the post. And, the first time we played them, they dribbled. Their offense was a lot more dribble attacks. Second time we played them, they moved the ball and moved personnel unbelievably well. And it was tough. Our kids, struggled to close out properly, and that led to their scoring 68 points. So, I don't know if how coach is going to come out tonight. I'm just anticipating that their kids are going to move the ball, try and get a lot of touches, and make us defend for more than 10 or 15 seconds.
All right, give me a couple of keys, John. I know, we know all the regular ones. Give me a couple of subtle ones that you got to do well tonight to be cutting down the nets at the end of the game.
Well, we have to. Whoever's going to win tonight is going to knock down open shots. I mean, that's pretty obvious. We believe we're going to be able to get open shots. Both of the games we played, we got open shots. We didn't make quite as many the second time we played. So, and they're capable of knocking down open shots too. I think that team that knocks down a couple outside shots and gets some confidence and gets in a rhythm. And we didn't have a lot of rhythm in our game on whatever night we played, Monday night. I don't even remember when we played, Wednesday night. And that game was brutal as far as getting into an offensive rhythm. I anticipate this game being more free-flowing. So if we can stay out of foul trouble, if we can stay out of foul trouble, well, I read a lot of stuff, and some people are saying we're the deepest team, and I'm like, I don't know who you're. We're thin, so we got to stay out of foul trouble and manage it, get to the second half, and then try and be able to play the way we want to play.
Good luck to you, John. All
right, thanks, Coach.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Helena. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Golfers, Briarwood is now accepting registrations for the 2017 Evening Golf League season. The Monday through Friday evening leagues consist of two-player teams playing against teams of similar abilities with handicaps. Friday evening offers a two-person couple scrambles league and a two-person men's league. Regular season matches begin the week of April 3rd, then continue through the middle of August with playoffs immediately following. Leagues start play at 5:30 with the shotgun start. Briarwood leagues offer the most course variety with 4 different nines at Briarwood East and West. Briarwood has over 25 years of experience running leagues providing fun and enjoyment for all golfers. Before your round, warm up on Briarwood's driving range. After play, relax with friends and enjoy yourself at the Briar Patch Sports Bar. Check out the new and used equipment to improve your game at our well-stocked Discount Pro Shop. Briarwood's PGA professionals will fit you to a tee. Join the fun. Call 792-9776 to register your team for the area's best golf leagues at Briarwood. Or check us out on the web at briarwoodgolfclubs.com.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. With me now is the head coach of the Central York Panthers, Kevin Sheeler. Congratulations, Coach. You got him back here.
Thank you. It's very, very fun to be back. This is a great venue, and we really enjoy being here.
I think the last time that there were back-to-back champions was 2006. I know something about that because it wasn't us. So, that being said, you're going up, you rubber match, and I just talked to John, great guy. Both of you as well. These are well-coached units. Talk a little bit about playing a rubber match against them.
It's going to be extremely difficult. They, like you said, they're a well-coached team, and they're so athletic. Every guy they bring in is a gifted athlete on top of their great basketball skill, and that's going to be our big challenge tonight, is handling their athleticism.
You've been doing something a little different, at least from my, and you even said it to me, you changed some things up. You've been getting the ball a lot down low to the big guys, and actually been doing it very well, and had a lot of success in the last couple of games that I saw. Is by design something you might be doing tonight?
We're going to do the same thing tonight that we've been looking at for every other game. We're going to try and find the matchup that's best for us. Against Dover, that was definitely getting the ball inside, and in the second half against Spring Grove, that happened to work for us as well. I got to imagine Coach Eister's ready for any little bit of that, especially us doing it 2 games in a row, and it's going to be about us finding what matchup's going to work best for us tonight.
I think he's a little concerned about the switching man to man. You guys do it so well. It almost looks like a zone. And in fact, it even makes me wonder once in a while, and I ran it for years. That bothers guys. Do you find that advantage to you?
I think the advantage is, and at least it used to be a bigger advantage, was it's not done a lot, so it's hard for people to prepare for. But you see more and more teams doing it now, so I think it's become easier for some teams to prepare for. But it works for us. Our guys are very well. they communicate very well, and I think that's what makes it work well for us is because they play so much basketball together and they work well together doing it.
A couple of keys, Kevin, you got to do well tonight for your kids to cut down the nets here at the Brombacher Center.
We got to protect the ball. We don't want to. I don't want to say we're going to play at a slow tempo, but we got to make sure we protect the ball in terms of get the shots we want. Whether it's a quick shot or a late shot, it's the shot we want. And I think the more we're able to do that, the more we're able to get set up on defense. Us being set on defense is what's going to be the key for us defensively tonight.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of our pregame show right after this on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is YAIAA, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get shaved? Go to YAIAA, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, YAIAA is the place to get it done. YAIAA, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Hey, Dad, what's with all these papers and stuff?
We're starting college in 2 weeks, and I'm doing some homework. Planning to find a college loan to pay the rest of your tuition. It's going to be an all-nighter, honey.
I wanted to talk to you about that, Dad. I think a student choice loan with York Educational FCU would be the best way to go.
YEFCU? You got a mortgage through them. Great rate, and I love the fact that they have free bill payer, but student loan?
Yeah, YEFCU student choice loan pays for my cost of attendance at York College or most other four-year schools, minus the financial aid I already received. The student choice loan would take care of tuition, books, room and board, all that stuff. But the best part is that YEFCU student choice loan is a one-time application. That means next year, I just tell them how much I need, and they'll disperse the money right to the school.
So we don't have to reapply every year?
Nope, so step away from the homework, Dad. A student choice loan is the best move we can make.
So we're not staying up all night? Did I ever tell you about the night I did an entire term paper in one night with an old typewriter and no correction limit?
What's a typewriter?
York Educational Federal Credit Union, 1601 South Lee Street, York. Apply online at yefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
We cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishings.
Come to the Village, Smith Village, where comfort and style are coming home.
Don't miss your chance to get in on a huge selection of savings. Get a 3-piece sectional, $12.99. A power reclining sofa, only $8.99. A beautiful 6-piece bedroom group, now $9.99. Comfy Serta mattress sets, now just $4.57. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 3-year special financing. Or take an extra discount off Smith Village's lowest sale prices. See store for details. Fellow citizens, the time is now. Step into the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the style. Cash in on the savings. Hurry, sale ends February 26th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus. Just 5 minutes off the Leader Heights exit of I-83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And we're back at the Grumbacher Center at York College. Ron Ruman and Andy Bria here. Jim Harden back at the station, and Leif Johnson on the video for game time. Leif's wife is here tonight, Andy. She's taking him out for his first legal drink. It's his birthday tonight, so he didn't hear that. But after the game, yeah. And also need to mention before we get to our starters, we do have a packed house tonight. That's good to see. Standing room only. That's nice. Northeastern's out. Central taking the floor now. And we talked last night about when was the last time the girls and boys from the same school won. And Jess Sprinkle back at Game Time looked it up, and by golly, it was 2006 Red Lion, and they beat York Catholic, both York Catholic. Who was some fellow was a coach of the girls
team. Yeah. I said to you on the email as soon as it.
So that's the last time we had the dual championship. Before that, it was York High in '98, so only twice in 20 years. So it doesn't happen very often. So, of course, the Central girls won last night. The boys, if they can do it tonight, will pull off that rare double victory. So we will see.
Big challenge.
It is. So let's get our starters first for the Panthers of Central York. Coach Kevin Sheeler. They're 17-7. Heading in, they're the 9 seed in District 3 6A when we hit the districts next week.
All right, number 1, he's a 6'2" senior guard. That's Courtney Batts. Number 32, a 6'4" senior forward, Evan Zulata. Number 2, a 6'2" junior guard, Garrett Markey. Number 24, a 6' junior guard, Landon Ray. And number 31, a 6'1" senior forward, Nico Sobastanovic.
All right, and the Panthers average 61-7 a game, give up 53-5. Bats leads them in scoring at 12-5. Markey in double digits at 10-7. Ray just over 9 a game. Zulata 8. So Sobastanovic just under 8. And among them, Markey, Ray, and Bats have 93 made three-pointers, so they can hit it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it makes them tough.
It does. All right, the Bobcats of Northeastern, veteran coach John Eister, they are 22-2, and they are the top seed in District 3 5A.
And I'm not sure you can find a more athletic group through 5. Number 1, a 6'2" senior forward, Brandon Coleman. Number 3, a 5'10" senior guard, Austin Green. Number 5, he's a 6'2" junior guard, Antonia Rizzuta. Number 11.
I should have an O at the end of his first name. That's has a misprint on my page.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought maybe somebody misspelled.
No, that was me.
Number 11, a 5'9" junior guard, Fred Mulba, and number 12, a 6'1" freshman forward, Nate Wilson.
All right, and the Bobcats average 72-5 a game. That's a lot for high school, and they give up 53.4. Their leading scorer is Antonio Rizzuto, 19.5 per game, 15 a game for Coleman, 15.8 for Mulba, and 10.7 for Austin Green. So those 4 guys in double digits and a lot of three-pointers. Rizzuto has 69 made threes, Wilson 38, Coleman and Mulba each 23. So they can hit it from beyond the arc as well as take it to the hoop. So.
Yeah, and when they take it to the hoop, they can throw it down too.
Yeah,
just
they can.
About every one of them.
Absolutely. So we're just about 10 minutes away from our WellSpan opening tip. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't. Now, Randy, you grew up watching the wrestling on TV, the pro wrestling, probably back in the day, as I did.
Sure.
And one of the icons. I don't know if you saw that. One of the icons of our day in what was then the WWF before they were sued by the World Wildlife Federation, which already had that trademark, so the WWE now. But back in the day, in the 60s and 70s. One of the real icons there passed away today, George the Animal Steele.
Get out, George the Animal.
Yep, his real name was Herman Myers, and he was 79. I'm kind of hard to believe he made it that far.
Yeah.
But he was something.
Yes, he was. He was a big man.
He was crazy. But anyway, all you of our vintage, probably remember George the Animal Steele. So R.I.P.
I remember him.
Yep. All right. Well, I had to get that in.
There you go.
Okay, we're coming up on the opening tip for Northeastern and Central, the boys championship from a packed house of the Grumbacher Center at York College. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back at Andy's final thoughts on this one right after this on the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
When it comes to better vision, one name comes to mind. Weaver Eye Associates.
Here's what patients are saying about Weaver Eye Associates.
They're modern, updated. They have something for everybody. Very impressive. Very impressive. The technology is amazing.
I have the vision I have today, thanks to Dr. Weaver. They made my first time wearing glasses a very comfortable experience.
Great selection. They treat you really well.
I like that they're very nice.
My family doctor retired, and I was looking for a family atmosphere. And when I came to Weaver, that's what I found. Weaver Eye Associates. Weaver Eye Associates.
Weaver Eye Associates.
Weaver Eye Associates in East York, West York, and Dallastown.
Our focus is on you. Weaver Eye Associates.
Visit us on the web at weavereye.com.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue or by going to serenityspayork.com.
Here's something everyone needs to think about.
Who helps prepare your taxes? Is it the same person who gives you investment advice? It probably should be. It should be someone who knows how to get the best return on both. Someone like Jeff Zunick with Zunick Advisory Services.
Hi, I'm Jeff Zunick, a longtime York County resident with over 25 years in the financial services field. A lot of folks come to me for the first time simply because their taxes get a little too complicated. They've often been doing it themselves or turning to one of those brand name services. I start by helping with their taxes, of course, but then as we look at their savings, I'm able to help even more. After all, how you invest your savings directly impacts the amount of taxes you pay. And who doesn't want to save more while paying less? Maybe I can help you. Call me, Jeff Zunick, right here in York at 764-8992.
Zunick Advisory Services, because your tax advisor should also be your investment advisor. Call Jeff at 764-8992.
Your teams all the time. York's own is for local sports. Sports Radio 1350.
And back at the Grumbacher Center, Ron Room and Andy Bria getting ready for our Boys League Championship tonight. Should be a dandy, Central and Northeastern. A couple of program notes for you before we get started. When we're done tonight, we'll have Hershey Bears hockey, so we'll go right to there after this. No Central PA game day tomorrow. Wayne is not able to be there tomorrow morning, so he will be back next Saturday to get you caught up on all the first week of the district action. Tomorrow afternoon, though, 12:45, Darrell here, a women's men's doubleheader. The York College Spartans here at the Grumbacher. I think it's senior day. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's senior day. But anyway, Darrell will be on at 12:45. I think Christopher Newport, I believe, they're the number 3 team in the country, so some good basketball. So Bears after we're done tonight. No Central PA game day, tomorrow only. And then Darrell with York College basketball with Christopher Newport at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon. Okay, Andy, I want to get your final thoughts, but one thing we wanted to mention, we were watching the teams warm up, and the Northeasters are taking their threes behind the white line. That's the college three. There's a brown. The hardwood is colored brown here for the high school. It's about 9 inches to a foot inside the college line. And you said your former point guard Megan Stewart was telling the New Oxford girls last night, "Hey, ours is the wood."
She was out there with her toe pointing. This is ours.
So
that's there.
Yeah.
You know, they're so used to looking a lot of
right.
times they'll look right before they shoot. It's going to be interesting, and you know, 9 inches makes a big difference.
Well, sure it does. That's, I mean, you know, don't make it any harder than it is. But, well, let's get your thoughts here, Andy. We heard from both the coaches. We've seen both of these teams 2 or 3 times throughout the year. What are your thoughts on the keys tonight?
All right, let's talk about Northeastern first. I think your one key tonight in the half court, and I believe this is going to slow down a little bit because of the size of Central. So I believe they've got to be patient in the half court. I wrote down while I was listening to it, and I showed you, tough to defend and stay focused. And what I mean by that is tough to defend and stay focused when you get into like 30 seconds of possession.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, if Northeastern can hold the ball in a possession when you're in the half court, when you get into a half court situation, if they can hold it for 45 seconds, something breaks down. With their athleticism, they're going to find an open guy and they're going to dunk him.
Yeah.
If they get frustrated early in the possession, and I'm talking 15, 20 seconds in, it's going to be tough. They're going to shoot contested shots, or they're going to force something, end up in foul trouble. And like John said, a lot of people out here think, you know, he goes real deep. No,
he's really 6'7" at the most, and we saw some of that at the York Catholic game on Wednesday. Some frustration.
Absolutely. So you know, we saw him over the shoulder. Actually, 3 times until they finally called him on the third one. On the other side of the coin, Central, just the opposite. They've got to be. They have been moving the ball offensively better than anybody I've seen all year long. Back and forth, side to side. Butter's going through. They got great spacing. I think the big floor helps them with that. It's going to give them better spacing. And that spacing, I think, is going to help Zulata inside. I think he's a key to that. If Evan Zulata and Nico Sobastanovich, even at 6'1", can own the paint, I think that's a big advantage for them. So I think patience offensively for Northeastern, feed the big guys inside, at least early.
All right, there are the keys from our coach, Andy Bree, as we get ready for Central and Northeastern, the 2017 Boys York Adams League Basketball Championship in front of a packed house here at the Grumbacher Center at York College. One other program note for you, if the Penn State York men win tomorrow, we will have their championship game for you Sunday at 4:45 from the Rule Athletic Center at Penn State York. So watch the paper for that. If they win tomorrow, we'll be on at 4:45 Sunday for the PSUAC Championship if the Penn State York men are in it. All right, we're going to take our final break. Come back, have our WellSpan opening tip after this. Central and Northeastern for the Boys Championship of the York Adams League on the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Once a year, a treat so good, Tuesday, February 28th, get your Fosnots made the old-fashioned way by Maple Donuts. Wonderful good, just like Grandma used to make. So hurry up once now, because we're just making a limited batch. Then you won't be left out when them Fosnots get old. Come on now, once Tuesday, February 28th, why Maple Donuts and get your Fosnots. Oh, and P.S., they're available now through Tuesday at any Maple Donuts location. Pick up a box for your friends and family too, you hear? Maple Donuts, why they taste right now. Maple Donuts taste.
Excuse me, I've never shopped here before. Which way to the deli counter?
Never shopped at Jerry's Great Value? I love this place. I'm practically Jerry's best friend. Selfie smile. Perfect. Thank you.
Do I know you?
Maybe you know my wonderful World at Jerry's Facebook page?
No. I'll find it out myself.
Here's a selfie of me and Jerry at the deli. That's me holding Jerry's out of this world chicken salad.
I don't see it, Jerry. You're alone.
Here's me trying to decide on one of Jerry's ready-to-go-home style prepared meals. There, lasagna. Barbecue.
No, Jerry.
Jerry's a busy guy. He smokes his own meats. I don't know. In fact, here's one of me inside Jerry's smokehouse.
That's Jerry coming up behind you?
No, that's security. Turns out nobody's supposed to go inside Jerry's smokehouse.
He looks angry.
Those guys don't fool around.
Is that a selfie of you and Jerry at the checkout?
Yep, with my Jerry's Rewards card.
Oh, Jerry's Rewards. The points never expire, right? That's why I decided to shop Jerry's Great Value.
What are you, Jerry's best friend now?
Well, no.
Man, trying to help a guy find the deli and bam!
I should have found the customer service desk first.
Customer service? I got a selfie of me and Jerry at customer service.
Oh, boy.
Everybody's happy at Jerry's. That's right.
Ford celebrates 40 years of leadership, and that means Bayshore and Kohler Ford is celebrating all Ford owners with big savings. Here's a new 2017 Ford Fusion S with total savings off MSRP of $4,301 in discounts and Ford rebates. Sale price now $19,209. Total savings $4,301. Here's a new 2016 Ford Focus four-door sedan S with total savings of $7,280 in dealer discounts and Ford rebates off MSRP. Sale price $11,915. Total savings $7,280. Hurry, these offers will end soon. 40 years of leadership mean 40 years of loyal owners like you. If you can get the same vehicle at a better price with superior personal service, why would you buy anywhere else? Get more. Be sure at Bayshore and Kohler Ford in Manchester. Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders. Offers end February 28th.
Your county, your team.
Back at the Grumbacher Center, Ron Room and Andy Bria with you, getting ready for Northeastern Central, the boys 2017 York Adams League Championship. And we understand on game time we may have lost Andy's audio. We're good here, and as far as I know, we're good on the radio. We had this issue about a month ago at Central, but we are good here. So whatever the issue is, it is not at this end. But anyhow, we hope that that can be rectified. But nothing we can. Well, anyhow. So, the players being introduced. Now, one thing we didn't talk about, Andy, before is, and we always talk about it when we come here, this floor, it's different. It's not a high school gym. It's a college facility, a college field house. The shooting background is different. Usually in high school, you have the walls pretty close behind it. Here, you've got space. You've got the students in each end zone. And that always affects people, and it's a little bit of a bigger floor than most of the high school gyms. So.
About 3 feet wide, and I'm not sure about the length, but I definitely know it's long. So, it does make a difference on every possession. Every possession, you got to run that much far. Makes it a little different. It's tough to set on this one. Studying the full court. Like last night, New Oxford maybe should have went to a hit court trap. You know what I mean? So drop the post, trying to trap in the full court. Because you get a kid like Emma Saxon, she just dribbled right through it.
Right.
So that it can affect your trapping full press. So you might have to make an adjustment and say, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it in the half court. That's the first line. Kevin jump. those kinds of things definitely affect it. For a run-and-gun team that likes to get out and run, if you can get your pace, man, nothing like it.
Right. Well, I'm saying that could be an advantage for Northeastern, depending on how that goes. But
like I said, it would be an advantage, I think, for Central and the Hillport because of those spaces.
Right.
The way they like to split things up, it's much more room, which means, and John talked about it in his interview, his recovery. So when the ball moves and it's upside, and the ball comes back real quick, that defender's got farther to go to recover and jump into somebody's face, so maybe it's easier to get that.
Yeah.
So the floor definitely makes a difference. The other thing that makes a difference is the three guys there in front of you.
All right.
Talk about last.
Yeah.
They need to be talked about. We got three good ones tonight. Eisler, Lawrence, and Crawford. These are three of the best in your county.
And those are the officials, folks.
Those are the officials, I'm sorry. But these guys know how to call it. I mean,
Yep.
Gordy and Eisler there the other night, they had nothing to call it. I think he did a good job.
Right.
I wasn't always a big fan.
No, but yes, I agree. I think these are three good guys. I think they'll let them play, which you need to in a game like this, but to a point, and they'll keep the lid on it. So
Especially in a game like this,
right.
So you've got to watch how much of that, especially the banger.
Yeah.
Okay, the hand check or putting a lot of heat on it.
Right.
These guys are so quick with their hands that, some people may think, wow, you should have just let that go. If you do it and it gets out of control, then you're really.
Right, that's the thing you really have to watch for. So it's not an easy job in any situation. And here you've got 2,200 officials in the stands to help you out as well. So we're just a moment away from the well-spent opening tip. Time now for our national anthem.
Mr. Kevin Lawrence, Mr. Gordy Kaufman, and Mr. John Eisberg. At this time, we ask you please rise and join in showing respect as Central York Junior Miss Morgan Batts leads us in singing our national anthem.
All righty, and we are ready to roll. And
that was well done.
it was former Bulldog head coach Bill Ackerman right behind us here. Make sure we get it right, so it's always good to know. Looking good. Looking all relaxed, So he's looking real relaxed now. Just calm and, everything.
Let me see what happens once the game's...
Heard you're getting into this business now, right? All right. Yeah, that's right.
Is my job in jeopardy? I think, yes.
All right, we are ready to roll. Northeastern in the white uniforms with the orange numbers and trim, and Central in the black uniforms with the orange numbers. And Northeastern will go right to left here tonight. Glad you're with us on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. Boy, this is, Andy, this is exciting. I always love this championship game. Nothing like it.
This first 4 minutes, though, for everybody, just like we said last night. I said 8 minutes in a girls' game. First 4. Let's see who settles in early.
Evan Zulata will jump it against Brandon Coleman. Kevin Lawrence will have the toss here in just a moment. Our WellSpan opening tip. I want to thank all of our sponsors who've made it possible for us to bring you another season of high school hoops on Sports Radio 1350. The tip is controlled by Coleman, back to Wilson. He gives it to Austin Green, who will bring it up, and met by a man-to-man with Courtney Batts. To the right.
4 high.
To the right side, free throw line extended, top of the key. Coleman passed on the 3, drives, kicks it back, and they swing it to Green on the other side. Now to Rizzuto, Mulba, and Coleman there with Landon Ray out on him. And back to Mulba near center court. So a little patient to start with here, Andy. We talked about it.
Mulba wants to direct a little traffic.
Green with it now, drives to the free throw line.
Yeah.
And back to Wilson. Mulba in the corner now, got Zulata out on him. So there's the switch, and Zulata now with Rizzuto. Skip way into the far corner to Wilson.
That's where they think they can get the shot.
Wilson turns, drives back to the baseline from 12. No, it's batted out, though, by Green, and they will keep it. And Green, now there's a steal by Courtney Batts, and we have a foul. It's on Brandon Coleman for trying to get that one back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's tough. You pick up that first one in a minute. Like he said, that sometimes, you got to back away early.
Yep. Garrett Markey will inbound it at center court. So he played a minute. Northeastern held that ball for 50 seconds and got one shot off, but that was
Not
it.
Bad.
Yep. Batts with it now, right side. Markey to the baseline, drives all the way through, kicks it in the corner to Batts. Batts down low to Zulata, and he takes it up and hits it. There you go.
That's what I said. They like him down low, and he can play that spot. And he's been doing it much better in the second half of the season.
2-0 Central, and Mulba up to Rizzuto. Now to Green, looks for the call. Backs toward half court. Right side to Coleman around a screen. Back to Mulba at the free throw line extended right side.
A lot of patience being shown here.
Back to Green now and gives it up to Rizzuto. Thought about a 3, drives the free throw line in the corner to Wilson. Wilson out to Rizzuto. He'll put up a deep 3 and hits it.
Tell you what, if he can get in rhythm, you got to be real good.
That would have maybe been an NBA when he was a good step behind the college line on that one.
The only reason he got it off.
So it's 3-2, 2 minutes in. Central with the basketball. Northeastern leading it. Landon Ray pulls it out. Mulba on him. They go to Courtney Batts with Coleman. That's a good matchup.
There's the pick and roll.
They had Zulata and Sobostanovic. They had Zulata again, but he goes and sets a pick away. Now there's a 3 by Ray. It is no good. And Rizzuto with a rebound for Northeastern.
Mulba going to slow it down. There's nothing there. Let's see.
Mulba on the left side. Ray is there. Mulba to the free throw line. Back to Wilson. Left side, Coleman drives on Batts on the baseline. Into traffic, lost it, picks it up and hits it. Stuck with it and got the layup.
Well, he lost it because the help came to him, but he got it right back and just right in the center of the lane.
5-2 Northeastern, 5:25 left in the first. Central attacking the basket to our right, top of the key, Sobostanovic. Back to Zulata, left side, Landon Ray drives to the free throw line, surrounded by Bobcats, gets it to Sobostanovic, drives baseline and hits a tough layup from behind.
He's been doing that a lot. He was behind the backboard and reached out and put it in.
5-4 Northeastern. He's really picked up his game lately, has Nico. Here's a 3 by Rizzuto again. And that one's off the back of the iron, and Ray will corral it in the corner.
Rizzuto's gotten off early, but not consistently in the last couple of times we've seen him play.
That was his 70th made 3 a moment ago. So 5-4 Bobcats, 4:44 left. Here's a 3 by Ray. No, he got it. It did look short, by Markey. If I said Ray, that was Markey. The pass was from Ray. And it's 7-5 Panthers now. Markey's 35th 3, driving down the lane. No, by Wilson. Rebound by Sobostanovic.
Again, quick shot that time. Thought they could knife the lane.
Batts is back, gives it up to Ray. Now Sobostanovic, top of the key, right side Markey. Batts, he'll take a 3, a college 3, and that one's good.
That was on the white line.
It was, and it is 10-5 now. Central on an 8-0 run here, I believe. Mulba back to Rizzuto. He drives the lane, takes it up, crashed into Zulata. No call, doesn't get the roll on it. Ball's batted out to Markey. Guys all over the floor, and Markey takes it in, draws the foul on Fred Mulba.
Again, I don't think that's a smart play.
Yeah.
You get the play on. He picks up too early, and he's got to sit.
Yep.
And just put both index fingers to his temples and said, think. And that's what you got to do.
Right. Smallba's
Get it back now.
first, the team second, and Markey on the line for 2. 69% on the year. Garrett has the 3 already, and I'll miss the free throw. And Nate Eister will come in for Brandon Coleman. Eister, a 6'2 junior. Markey having to shoot into the Northeastern student section, waving at him back there, but he hits the second, so 1 of 2, and it's 11-5 halfway through the first.
All right, let's see what kind of patience they can show here. They need to get off a good shot.
Coleman walks it up on the Spartan logo at the York College Grumbacher Center here. Mulva, nice and screen to the hoop. He goes and hits it. Oh, what a quick first step.
You can't teach that. That's just too fast.
Bats with it. Now a screen from Zulata. Bats free throw line jumper is good.
He's got 5, and he's looking real good early.
Well, 13-7 Panthers here. 3:25 left in the first. Mulva at the left side in the corner now to Eister. Nate dribbles it out and goes to Green. Green down the right side and kicks it back to Nate Wilson at the arc. In the corner to Green. Green around the screen, and the Panthers switch. Green in the lane out to Eister. Eister drives left side, nothing there, and Landon Ray with a reach in, and boy, he knew it. He grimaced as soon as he did it.
But again, you know, these are ticky-tack fouls that you really don't want this early in the game. You know, you're reaching around a kid like that, they're going to call it.
And Mulva will inbound it under the Bobcat hoop. Having some trouble, and they get it into Eister, cutting down the lane. He puts it up, missed it. There was a hand in there, and it went too hard, and Sobostanovic got the rebound.
Sobostanovic skying that time.
3 minutes left in the first. Panthers by 6. Ray on the baseline, but didn't turn to look. Markey lost it behind him. Mobile with the quick hands picks it up, but Bats gets it back. Ball's on the floor, and the Panthers get it out there, and Mulva hits it back again, and it's out. It's off of Zulata. Good call. Yep.
Got action on the floor.
Boy, no kidding.
And you got to be careful there. You know, Mulva's in there digging for the ball.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. He picks up 2, man. It's too early for that.
Brandon Coleman in for Nate Wilson. 13-7 still Central. 2:45 in the first. And Austin Green, right side of Mulva. Free throw line extended. Sobostanovic on him. Deep 3 by Mulva. Too strong. And Courtney Bats high for the rebound.
Wow, that's just long arms.
In the front court, Ray on the left side. Landed back to Bats. Deep 3. That's short. And rebound by Austin Green.
Trying to run.
Yeah, but Central was back. All 5 guys in black shirts were back. Mulva to the free throw line behind the back. Gives it up to Coleman. A deep 3 by Brandon. Nope. A little short. Another rebound by Bats. And Courtney pushes it down the right side. He did and takes it to the hoop. Left it short, though. And his stick back won't go. Zulata gets the second one. That doesn't go either. And finally Coleman with the rebound. At the other end, Coleman into the paint, kicks it out to Mobile, who drives baseline, reverse layup. No, Zulata with the rebound.
Out of contact.
Yeah.
Kate, was that Kate DeBrule? No, he's not.
No, he's not out there yet.
Just going to land him right.
So Central back still up 13-7, and a 3 by Ray. That's off the back of the rim. No, it's chased down by Austin Green. He has 3 rebounds, and he pushes the 5'10" senior down the left side. Reverse layup with the right hand is good.
That's what he can do to you, Austin Green.
Coasting, yeah. So 13-9 now. The Central lead is 4. $1:25 left in the first quarter. Ray is up, gives it to Markey. Left side Bats. Green's out on him. In the far corner to Ray. Looking for Zulata, but yeah, you're right. They're looking right at the 3-2, but not throwing it there, as you've said. Sobostanovic, top of the key. Right side Bats drives on Green. Takes it to the hoop. Hard ball knocked away. Zulata picks it up. Count the basket and a foul.
That's what they can do with him inside there.
And Gordy Kaufman will tell us that is on Nate Eister. And it'll be his first. And Zulata to the line. Wilson in for Eister now. And Cade Prabula in for Landon Ray. Zulata, a 64% free throw shooter.
You got to get the ball. I'm telling you, this kid is having a great second half of the season. He's played the post as well as I've seen anybody play it this year. And
free throw's good.
Maybe Martin from York Catholic might be a better post player, but he can operate in the paint.
Zulata takes a seat down. 6'3" senior Tommy O'Neill will take his spot on the court. 16-9 Central. 1 minute left in the first. And Austin Green in the front court comes to the left side in front of the capacity crowd here at the Grumbacher Center. Mulba dribbles to the right side, free throw line, spins in the lane, takes it to the hoop with the left hand. Oh, that was a great shot.
I'm glad we got that on. I can't even describe what he just did.
A spin move against the guy who's about 6 inches taller than he is and got it scoop with the left hand.
Nothing but net.
16-11, Panthers are up. Now Markey down the right side of the lane. Oh, that could have been an up and down. Rizzuto got the hand in, no call. Markey able to finish, but
staying with it. He's got 6 this quarter.
18-11 now, 20 seconds left. Bobcats down 7 with the ball. Brandon Coleman in the far corner now. Out to Green, they'll work for one. Give it to Malba.
Well, that's who you want to open the ball at top of the key.
Cade Prebula on him. Clock at 10 now. Clock at 8. Clock at 6. Malba starts the move. Malba gets the screen, goes the other way, spins in the lane in the corner. Wilson for 3. Buzzer, no. We have played one. It is Central 18, Northeastern 11. Second quarter's up next.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m., Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
Your downtown York service center is Guerrero Motors. They specialize in state safety and emissions inspection. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerrero Motors, your downtown York service center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York service center, Guerrero Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
Your time is Roy T. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
If you're looking for a feast, the Great American Saloon in Red Lion is a feast for both the palate and the eyes. You walk through the entrance into authentic Western decor, including a real late 1800s back bar and an ambiance that puts you smack dab in the Old West at the height of the frontiersman era. Their creative menu features fresh seafood, steaks, ribs, pasta dishes, and much more. Book your next reservation at the Great American Saloon for parties and those special celebrations. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 11, and weekends for lunch starting at 11. Great American Saloon on Dairyland Square in Red Lion, 246-9548. Your teams, all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
And Courtney Batts driving down the lane. Count the basket and a foul. Little 6-foot runner fouls on Nate Wilson. Each team had missed a shot prior to that. So Batts with the with a basket, and he'll get a free throw. He's a 64% free throw shooter.
You know, he's having a good game. He had a good game the other night. This kid can play. And he's long. Got good stroke there.
Yep, makes it. It's 21-11 now. Central up 10. Opening minute of the second quarter. Austin Green comes to the left side. Northeastern needs to keep it close here. And they try to get it to Rizzuto on the baseline, but he threw it past him, out of bounds. Turnover. Bobcats may be getting a little frustrated right now.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. When you get that switch man, you're going to get matchups, and you got to take advantage of the matchups. You have to see it, recognize it, and then put the ball right there.
Courtney Batts brings it up, goes to Landon Ray at the left free throw line, extended Malba on him out to Cade Prebula, top of the key, and they swing it right side in the corner to Tommy O'Neill. O'Neill out to Ray. Ray with Green on him, needs some help here. He picked up his dribble, gets it to Ball, tried to get it to Batts. It's stolen by Coleman. Coleman up, gets it to Rizzuto running the floor, and he hits a left-handed layup.
Nice. With a nice finish, a nice break that time on Northeastern.
21-13, Bobcats back within 8.
A little more aggressive with their man-to-man right now.
O'Neill to Batts left side in the corner. There's Prebula. Out to Batts. He's got an open look at a deep three. It's a little short there, and rebound by Rizzuto. That's his third.
See, I'm not sure that's the shot you want right there.
Yeah. Zulata up off the bench to check in.
Gotta watch this.
Mulba drives, kicks it to Rizzuto in the corner for three. Rimmed off, and right off the rim, Batts took it. Ahead to Ray. Landon Ray down the left side. Crosses over in the paint. Lost in there, and Rizzuto picks up the loose ball. Gets it ahead, and Coleman went up to try and dunk it, but was fouled on the way and didn't get it, but we'll get 2 free throws.
You're going to get that one. That whistle was being blown. It was air being blown into the whistle as it was going.
Yeah. It fouls on Courtney Batts, who kind of met him at the summit there, and Coleman will shoot 2. Brandon.
Cliche, if it looks like a duck, walk like a duck.
Yep. He was denied the dunk. We'll get 2 free throws here, and the first one is no good off the back of the rim. He's a 60% free throw shooter. Zulata and Carter Lukaba check in for Central. Nate Eister in for Northeastern. Rizzuto goes to the bench, as do Sobostanovich and Batts.
You got no foul trouble at this point from anybody. Though Mulva and Coleman got to be careful.
Coleman hits the second, so he goes 1 of 2, and it is now 21-14 with 5:45 left in the first half. Prebula is doubled on the sideline here, and he's pushed. Oh, he stepped on the sideline. I thought they were going to call a foul on Coleman. Now they're talking a little bit to Prebula, and so we got to watch that. And
Mulva always has.
Coleman was saying something to him there. Well, Green to the right side, around the Eister screen, picked up by Zlatan. Now top of the key, Wilson off screens for a 3, and it's good. Timeout Kevin Sheeler. It is 21-17. It's a 7-0 run by Northeastern. We'll take a break. You're listening to the High School Basketball Boys Championship on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos. They'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right. Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Remember the big storm that blew through here last year when you weren't ready? Your shovels were broken, you forgot to get salt for the ice, and you and your aching back were just wishing you had gotten a snowblower. Well, True Value in Shrewsbury and Loganville says be prepared this year. True Value has new snowblowers throughout November, priced nice for preseason. Get a Troy-Bilt gas snowblower with a 208cc engine and a 21-inch path for only $399. Or try the 2-stage Troy-Bilt gas snowblower with 243cc engine and a 26-inch path. In November, only $699. Behind every project is a True Value Plus in Shrewsbury and Loganville.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Out of the timeout, we have a tie-up, a held ball. It's going to go to Northeastern, so the Bobcats on the 7-0 run. Out of the timeout, get the turnover, and Rizzuto in for Green.
And what's turned the game right now is Northeastern's turned up the defense, using a half-court trap as they come over the line. Like we talked about, bigger court, but that half-court trap can be effective, especially with these athletes.
Mulba dribbles against Lukaba to the right side and goes to Coleman between the circles, gives it back to Mulba. Right side free throw line extended. Screen from Eister. Mulba steps back. Top of the key, almost lost it, and double dribble. So the defense by Lukaba helped with that, and Central gets it back.
All right, let's see if they use this trap again. So what they're doing is they got Mulba out top, then they got Coleman. Nope, here comes Rizzuto. They'll trap this.
Lukaba still in the backcourt now. And he gets into the front court now with Mulba pushing him toward the sideline. But they get it back to O'Neal and to Markey. And left side now to Landon Ray. Lukaba in the corner, low post Markey. He'll pull it out. And Lukaba right side to Ray. Top of the key Markey for an open 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Nate Wilson.
Yep, he thought he had it, but he didn't. Here comes Mulba.
Quickly into the front court, Mulba, but the Panthers are back. Mulba spins in the lane out to Coleman for a look at a 3. Got it. Yep, they've cut it to 1 at 21-20. And Markey drives, batted away by Eister. They're going for Zulata on the low post. Eister knocks it out of bounds. Will stay with the Panthers. Bats back in for Central and Green for Northeastern. And we saw Mulba with 6 assists against York High a couple weeks ago, and there was again driving down, wide open guy in the corner because the defense had to collapse.
And they have to collapse on it more than one. But right now it's Central's patience waning. They need to be patient offensively. Try to get the ball inside. Mismatch.
Markey to O'Neal on the baseline. Drives. Ops puts it up. Count. No, didn't go. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Nate Eister. That's 2 on him. And so the 6'3" senior Tommy O'Neal will shoot 2 free throws here. And on the season, he is an 82% free throw shooter. Hasn't been there a lot, 14 of 17.
That's what I think they need to do really well. That time they were able to get the ball into the basket.
O'Neal eyes the hoop, puts it up, and didn't get it, so the string remains. It's a 9-0 run for Northeastern right now. 4:03 left in the half. Wilson in for Eister.
That's going on making a 3-point play right at the beginning of the quarter, and then as we came back from there, and Northeastern ever since.
Second free throw by O'Neal is good. Got the roll on that one, so that breaks the string. The 9-0 run. It's 22-20, halfway through the second. Thought it would be a good one, and it is.
Exactly what we got. Let's go double-digit lead now, and then it just disappears.
Malba drives baseline, and they're going to call the block on Batts, and that's 2 on Courtney. So we'll see if Kevin makes a move here, and he does. Going to get Cade Prebule up. And Courtney Batts may be done for the half. Soba Stanovic also to check in for Central. Central is a little deeper. They've got 8 or 9 guys they can run in. So.
And he'll go with 7 for sure. Okay, he might go, he'll go 8, but that's a big loss right there.
He'll go 8. Yep. Coleman driving down the left side, spins to the hoop and hits the layup. Wow. That was. Prebula beating him down court, head fake, and travel though, as Coleman came flying down to help Rizzuto on the low post. So we're tied at 22, and Northeastern has the ball looking for the lead after being down 21-11 a couple of minutes ago.
I'll tell you that right now, Northeastern's got it working all 8 cylinders. All 5 of these guys are playing hard.
Rizzuto to the right side, Nate Wilson at the free throw line extended. Luca Boss stays with him to the top of the key. Now to Mulba with Prebula on him. Mulba drives, skips it out to Green in the corner to Wilson for 3 over Prebula. Yes! Yep.
He's got 2 of them in this quarter, and now all of a sudden it's a 3-point opportunity.
There's a foul on Coleman. That's 2. He tried to reach and intercept the pass, but Prebula was there. So it's 2 on the 6'2 senior Brandon Coleman. And quickly up off the bench will be Austin Richards for Northeastern, a 6-foot sophomore. So John Eister probably forced to go 1 player deeper than he wanted to in the first half.
And that's what we talked about. And that happened the other night. The game all of a sudden was looking like the Northeastern route. He sits a couple of guys down, and boom, it's a 5-ball game.
Bobcats up 3, 25-22. 3 minutes left in the half. Malba got a hand on it, but knocked it out of bounds in front of the Northeastern bench, and will stay with the Panthers.
Malba got to watch reaching across like that. You get that call, you don't get ball, you get armed.
In the backcourt, they go to Carter Lucabaugh now. And he crosses over against Green. Green to Prebula. Prebula with Richards on him, gives it back to Lucabaugh into the paint, feeds it low post to O'Neal in the corner to Prebula for 3. Nope, a little strong. Batted out though by O'Neal. Keep it alive for Central. That was. And Markey with it out front now, guarded by Mulba. Markey drives down the left side, pulls up from about 15. That's a little short, and Rizzuto goes high for his 4th rebound.
Here comes Green. He's not going to stop.
Well, he does. Stops, turns. He might have traveled, but didn't get the call. Mulba steps back for a 3. Nope, that's short. And Lucabaugh had it, lost it, but it was knocked out by Rizzuto. And he doth protest, but it's going to stay with Central. Prebula get... No, they don't. Markey will work it up now, 1-on-1 against Rizzuto. 2:20 left in the half. Northeastern by 3. It was a 10-point Central lead early in this quarter. Lucabaugh drives, try to feed it inside to O'Neal. It was knocked away, but O'Neal got it back. Now he lost it again. Goes off Wilson. Picked up. They get it ahead to Mulba, and the scoop shot goes by Fred Mulba. Yep. Down the right side, and it's 27-22. Biggest lead of the game by the Bobcats. And that's, they call a block. John Eister had to call underneath as Markey crashed into Rizzuto, and you hear the reaction of the Bobcat fans. That's a first on Rizzuto, and that is 17 fouls, so a 1-on-1 for Garrett Markey. That was close. Markey 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Prebula and O'Neal sit down now. Zulata back in and also Landon Ray.
These are big free throws right
And Markey hits the front end, so he will get the bonus. Yeah, Central now the one that they need to keep this thing tight going into the locker room.
Timeout, John Eister.
We'll stay here. So we have 1:49 left in the half, and the Bobcats are on a 16-2 run right now. It was 21-11. It's now 27-23.
I mean, yeah, they got 3 threes, 3 short, 1 2 from the line against 3 of 5 from the line for Central, and only 1 Courtney back early. That came right, like I said, in the first 30 seconds of the quarter. So it's been going all Northeastern's way right now. Okay, I think they changed the line is their pressure defense in the half court. They picked up all of a sudden, came out in the second quarter with a half court trap right at the half court line. Got a couple of turnovers, quick buckets, got to the foul line, boom, 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 and now they're off the run.
Yeah.
They're hard to slow down once they get on the roll.
They sure are. And Courtney Batts, the 6'2 senior for Central, is on the bench with 2 personals, probably there for this final 149. Right. Coleman's on the bench. I guess he's on the bench. He's on the bench for Northeastern with 2. Nate Eister also with 2. That's it. In fact, Central's only committed 3 fouls. Landon Ray has the other one. Rizzuto, Malba, Wilson each with 1 for Northeastern.
But you got to watch here. I mean, this is, you can be very... Well, right now, I think that Northeastern's playing with the discipline that I normally see Central play.
Garrett Markey will get the bonus free throw here. It's 27-23. Bobcats leading Central. The boys York Adams League 2017 championship. Glad you're with us here on Sports Radio 1350 and Game Time PA. Ron Ruman and Andy Bria. Second free throw. That's good by Garrett as well. Jim Harden back at the station and Leif Johnson here on the video for Game Time.
3 of 4 for that young man.
In the front court now in the corner to Richards. Back out to Green and Mulba near center court. And John Eister saying pull up.
He wants to pull it out a little bit. All he wants to do is spread the floor. He's looking for a gap somewhere.
Rizzuto to Wilson in the corner. It is blocked by Zulata, but Wilson gets it back and takes it to the hoop and hits it.
That's tough. That's 8 for him in this quarter, but Zulata just blocked it and went right back to him.
Yep, he hung with it, so he takes it in. It's 29-24 now, 1:15 left. They get Zulata inside. He's triple teamed. They swing it around the perimeter, and Landon Ray's left-handed 3 is well short. Zulata has it and saves it. Back to Markey. Markey pulls up the free throw line, and that is good.
Nice job by Zulata to save it long like that, and Markey right from the foul line.
Final minute and a half now. It's 29-26 Northeastern. And Mulba, all right, they dribble at center court. The opening possession of the game, they held it for 50 seconds. And with it now, Green at center court. Back to Mulba, clock down to 40. Carter Lukabuck comes out to get the 5 count started on him. And they go over to Green.
If you want to come out and play him, you got to depend on the guys behind you to help.
Yes. Clock at 25 now. Green back to Mulba. Carter Lukabaugh on him. The clock at 20. Lukabaugh hanging on Mulba. Mulba drives now and pulls it back. Goes to Green. Clock down to 12. Green sends Mulba a little further to the left. Clock at 8.
Here it comes.
Clock at 6.
Spotting up in the corner.
Green drives, takes it to the hoop over Zulata. No rebound. Put up and in by Austin Richards. They absolutely lost him, and that is the bucket at the buzzer that sends Northeastern to the locker room with a 5-point lead, 31-26. 16 minutes to the boys' championship of the York Adams League. We'll have our halftime and then the second half after this on the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Once a year, a treat so good. Tuesday, February 28th, get your Fosnots made the old-fashioned way by Maple Donuts. Wonderful good, just like Grandma used to make. So hurry up once now, because we're just making a limited batch. Then you won't be left out when them Fosnots get all. Come on now once, Tuesday, February 28th, why Maple Donuts and get your Fosnots. Oh, and P.S., they're available now through Tuesday at any Maple Donuts location. Pick up a box for your friends and family too, you hear? Maple Donuts, why they taste right now. Maple Donuts taste right.
we cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishings.
Come to the Village, Smith Village, where comfort and style are coming home.
Don't miss your chance to get in on a huge selection of savings. Get a 3-piece sectional, $12.99. A power reclining sofa, only $8.99. A beautiful 6-piece bedroom group, now $9.99. Comfy Serta mattress sets, now just $4.57. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 3-year special financing. Or take an extra discount off Smith Village's lowest sale prices. See store for details. Fellow citizens, the time is now. Step into the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the style. Cash in on the savings. Hurry, sale ends February 26th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus. Just 5 minutes off the Leader Heights exit of I-83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, cool environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics. York Mitsubishi, home of the best priced and the best guaranteed car in America today. The 2017 Mitsubishi Mirage. Buy it for as low as $11,995. It's the lowest priced car in America today, and it's also guaranteed for 10 years, 100,000 miles. The Mitsubishi Mirage also gets up to 42 miles per gallon. So stop by York Mitsubishi, and for that price, you may want to think about buying two. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, where Mitsubishis always cost less.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party platters with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Welcome back to the Grumbacher Center at York College. A full house here tonight. Watching a good basketball game for the boys. York Adams League Championship for 2017 at the half. Northeastern leading Central 31-26. The Panthers led at 18-11 after one, and they were up actually 21-11 at one point, but 20-8 in that second quarter for Northeastern sent the Bobcats to the locker room with that 5-point lead. Time now for our halftime stats, and we'll get Central first.
All right, Courtney Batts, one long field goal, two short, 1-1 from the line. He has 8 points. Tommy O'Neill off the bench, 1 2 from the line with 1 point. Evan Zulata, all in the first quarter, he had 5 points, 2 short, 1 free throw. Garrett Markey, 2 short, 1 long, 3 or 4 from the line. He has 10. And Nico Stovastanovic, only 1 field goal early in the first quarter. He has 2. They scored 18 in the first quarter and 8 in the second quarter. Poor shooting and better defense by Northeastern.
Right, and I have 3 guys each with 3 rebounds. Stovastanovic, Zulata, and Batts for Central. They have 11 rebounds overall. I have just 3 assists in that first half. Batts does have 2 steals. All right, for Northeastern.
All right, you got Brandon Coleman. He has 1 long, 2 short, 1 2 from the line. He has 8 points. Austin Green, 1 field goal early. He has 2. Antonio Rizzuto, he has 1 long, 1 short for 5 points. Fred Mulva, 3 short for 6. And Nate Wilson, 2 threes and a deuce in the second quarter. He has 8 points also. And Austin Richards, way down the bottom here. Can't forget him. He had 1 field goal for 2 points. They had 11 in the first quarter and 20 in the second quarter, and that trapped up them.
Yes, it did. Rizzuto leads him with 4 rebounds. Green has 3. I have a total of 10 rebounds for Northeastern in the first half. Coleman and Mulva each with 2 assists for the Northeastern Bobcats, who lead it here 31-26 at the half here on Sports Radio 1350. Again, reminding you, when we're done, Hershey Bears hockey action. Tomorrow, no Central PA game day. Wayne will be back next Saturday to get you caught up on the first week of districts. Darrell Henry will have a York College doubleheader from Grumbacher here tomorrow at 12:45, the women and the men. And Sunday, if the Penn State York men win tomorrow, we will have their Game on Sunday at 4:45, playing for the championship of the PSUAC. And Monday, Andy and I will be in Spring Grove, 6:30 airtime, Spring Grove and New Oxford in the opening round of the district playoffs. So that's coming your way in the next couple days. Right now, we'll take a break, and when we come back, Andy will get set for the second half. At halftime, Northeastern 31, Central 26 on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Challenge your body, stimulate your mind. Now at Unique Physique, enlist in the battle to take control of your mind and body health. Developed for individuals with Parkinson's disease, but anyone can benefit. The new Strong Body and Sharp Mind fitness program. One-on-one fitness level assessment with your first visit and different training options available. One-on-one personal training, train with a partner, or group settings. Cardio and circuit training developed to improve strength, agility, balance, memory, coordination, endurance, and vision. Sign up today at Unique Physique or call 755-2639.
Ford celebrates 40 years of leadership, and that means Bayshore and Kohler Ford is celebrating all Ford owners with big savings. Here's a new 2017 Ford Fusion S with total savings on MSRP of $4,301 in discounts and Ford rebates. Sale price now $19,209. Total savings $4,301. Here's a new 2016 Ford Focus four-door sedan S with total savings of $7,280 in dealer discounts and Ford rebates off MSRP. Sale price $11,915. Total savings $7,280. Hurry, these offers will end soon. 40 years of leadership mean 40 years of loyal owners like you. If you can get the same vehicle at a better price with superior personal service, why would you buy anywhere else? Get more. Be sure at Bayshore and Kohler Ford in Manchester. Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders. Offers end February 28th.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. Prior to that, I had other banking relationships, but they weren't local. And when you really read the statistics and you look at what's going on in the marketplace, you need to have somebody that's a local level, that you're not talking to a call center in a foreign country or someplace else that doesn't know who you are, and this is what York Traditions does. The online banking has just been a wonderful tool for us because the convenience is there, but I visit all the branches. It's like Cheers. They all know your name. I think it's fascinating. I come in and I like the yellow Tootsie Rolls, or I like the Sweethearts, and they know to staple my receipt to the lower left-hand corner. And I don't understand how they do that, but this is what York Traditions does. They do it very well. It's kind of a cool place to be.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
If you're buying new flooring, besides Click Internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hellemense.
All right, Ron Ruman and Andy Bria back with you as the halftime clock ticks down. Northeastern's out. Central's still in the locker room, so they're down 5 right now, Andy. So let's get in the minds of the coaches. Let's start with John Eister.
All right, John Eister, he likes what he saw from his kids. He has no foul trouble right now. So he likes that cut. I think you're going to see a little more of that in the half court. I think he can jump it. He likes what he sees from it. He had success with it. He turned this game around with that half court trap, so I think that's where he's going to stay. The other side of the coin for them is I thought they were much more patient than I've seen them in the past.
Yeah, right.
They got some good shots, so I expect more of the same from them. They're just playing well right now. They're in a good rhythm, just like he wants.
Okay, how about Kevin Sheeler and the Panthers?
That's a different story over there. I think they got to get the ball more inside into the line. They haven't run anything for him yet. Early in the game, he was open a couple times. They didn't get him the ball, and like we've been saying for a couple 5 or 6 games now. You see that number? It's not an option. Get the ball. I think if they put it there, he can operate inside. I think they need to be a little more aggressive on the defensive end, even against these athletes. But the help defense has got to be there. So they got to step it up a little bit, a little more energy in their step. Northeastern just more the same that they played in the second quarter. It's going to be a good second half.
All right, there you go from our coach, Andy Bria, at halftime, 31-26, Bobcats and the Panthers. It's 16 minutes to the league championship, and we're glad you're with us here on Sports Radio 1350 for the action here from the jam-packed Grumbacher Center. And it will be Central basketball to start, I believe, and Landon Ray will inbound it at midcourt. Again, our officials tonight, 3 good ones, Kevin Lawrence, Gordy Kaufman, and John Eister.
You know, they put a clamp on Nico Sobastanovic, I tell you.
Yeah.
He's been much more active offensively than he has been tonight.
Central in the front court, Bats back out there with the 2 fouls. Now they go to Sobastanovic. Mid-post, Wilson is there. Sobastanovic in the paint, knocked away by Wilson. Sobastanovic gets it back, feeds it to Zulata, but in traffic, too many guys there, and Mulba comes out of there with it. And in the front court they go. Fred's second steal.
So they're giving him the baseline.
Yeah, he goes back to Austin Green now, and they'll reset. But Central tried to get it inside that time. But
yeah, they did. And Nico wasn't able.
Mulba drives all the way through, gives it to Nate Wilson in the corner. His 3 is an air ball, and Zulata with a good box out for his 4th rebound.
That's tough coming down off the second.
Landon Ray in the front court now. Sobastanovic drives, spins, takes it up, and is hit by Rizzuto, and that's going to be 3 on Antonio, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 2. That's 2. Good spin move by Sobastanovic there, so Rizzuto his 2nd.
Now, we haven't seen that again. We just talked about it. We haven't seen Nico the whole first half do that. All of a sudden, boom, boom. 2 plays down the floor, 2 possessions, and he touches the ball twice.
6'1" senior is a 72% free throw shooter and hits the first. And that makes it a 4-point game at 31-27. Northeastern, 7:15 left in the third.
Again, it's just good things happen. This kid's touching the ball in Central. Missed that one.
And rattled out, and Rizzuto has his 5th rebound. He leads everybody in that category. And quickly Northeastern pushes it up. Mulba top of the key, right side. Wilson in the corner. Rizzuto. They can all hit the 3s. Rizzuto drives back to Coleman to the free throw line. Spins down the right side of the lane and hits the layup.
See, you just can't defend that. You need help on both sides. The help's there on the one side, and he just goes away from it.
Back to a 6-point lead now, 33-27. Central attacking the basket to our left. Sobastanovic in the near corner, top of the key. Zulata right side of Landon Ray. And Markey for 3. Oh, air ball. Wow, so we've had 2 air balls here in the first minute and a half of the second half, 1 each way.
No, it's a 6-point game now. This is not.
Yeah.
Is this their biggest lead?
I think it is, yeah. Mulba in the paint, kicks it all the way out to Wilson. He gets it to Rizzuto, who drives, pulls up from 13, too strong. Courtney Batts.
Those long arms, man, he just reached, grabbed that one.
Pushes it ahead to Landon Ray. The left side, there's Zulata on the low post, backs in. He's triple teamed and takes it up. It's batted away. He saved it out to Markey, who thought about a 3.
Lots of contact.
And Landon Ray settles it down now. Markey right side to Courtney Batts. Ooh, Mulba was ready to make the steal, and Coleman does, but Ray able to get it back. Ray down the lane, and Rizzuto stands in there and takes the charge. Landon Ray called for the offensive foul. It's 2 on him.
Tell you what, a good call, but you got to be a real heady player with 2 fouls to stand and take that. Not understanding that this guy may not make it.
Right. So they get the call, and Northeastern with the 6-point lead 2 minutes into the third quarter attacks the basket to our right. Mulba with it down the left side of the lane. He goes, and we have a blocking foul called underneath by Gordy Kaufman, and it's on Landon Ray, and that's 3 on him. So Kevin Sheeler goes to the bench, and Cade Prebula, the 6-foot sophomore, will come in.
I'm not sure you lose a whole lot with that trade.
No, you really don't. They're pretty interchangeable parts there.
Right.
And Austin Green inbounds it to Brandon Coleman on the baseline. Back to Green, out to the right free throw line extended. Wilson at the top of the key to Green. And Mulba about 28 feet out, and Green will pull it back and they'll reset.
You got a 6-point lead. They can take a little clock off, but look for an opening.
Mulba drives down the right side around Prebula and takes it straight to the hoop and hits it. Too quick.
Absolutely. He's got such a quick first step that he's by you before you can even react.
8-point Northeastern lead now. Their biggest of the game. Sobastanovic in the corner to Prebula. Out front to Sobastanovic, who drives and gives it to Prebula for 3 off the back of the rim. No. Rebound uncontested by Rizzuto.
Right, but this could be 8 or 11 points here.
Yep. Push it ahead to Coleman, who drives baseline. Reverse layup is good.
That's too easy right now.
It is.
Kevin Shearer, you got to get a timeout here.
It's a 10-point lead, 37-27, and he was listening to you. Sheeler takes the time. 37-27 Bobcats, 4:51 left in the third in the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
We cannot tell a lie. Nobody does a President's Day sale like Smith Village Home Furnishings.
Come to the Village, Smith Village, where comfort and style are coming home.
Don't miss your chance to get in on a huge selection of savings. Get a 3-piece sectional, $12.99. A power reclining sofa, only $8.99. A beautiful 6-piece bedroom group, now $9.99. Comfy Serta mattress sets, now just $4.57. The savings you'll find in every department are nothing short of monumental. Many of these items are at their lowest prices ever. So come to Smith Village now and exercise your right to save. Plus, just for this sale, Smith Village is offering 3-year special financing. Or take an extra discount off Smith Village's lowest sale prices. See store for details. Fellow citizens, the time is now. Step into the Smith Village showroom. Feel the comfort. See the style. Cash in on the savings. Hurry, sale ends February 26th. Shop the incredible President's Day sale going on now at Smith Village in Jacobus. Just 5 minutes off the Leader Heights exit of I-83.
See the selection at smithvillage.com.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350.
And out of the timeout, a nice feed by Courtney Batts to Niko Sobostanovic down the lane. He makes the bucket, draws the foul on, I believe it was on Nate Wilson. And that's his second, so nice feed by Batts, and there's Sobostanovic now getting involved, his second bucket, and he's 1 of 2 at the line. See if he can complete the 3-point play and cut it to 7.
And that's what you need to do. You need to attack it.
He hits it.
Little line drive there, just put it top of the lane.
37-30 now, 4:35 left in the third.
But here's where they got to do it. They got to do it on the defensive end. They haven't been able to stop them as of late.
Central, are they in a zone? Or is this a man that looks like a zone?
No, right now, that's a zone.
Okay. And so Northeastern will need to adjust.
Hold it.
Yep.
They're going to make them play.
Pregame comes out to challenge Mulba now on the baseline to Coleman to high post Rizzuto, back out to Mulba.
You got to come out and challenge.
Rizzuto at the high post feeds it on the baseline to Wilson. Little floater won't go. Had to change his shot over Zulata. Rebound Courtney Batts. Batts back in the corner to Markey for 3. No, and rebound. Mulba went up to get it.
Think about that. 5'9" against 6'4".
Yep.
And out jumped him.
He did. His first rebound, Mulba. And now here again, they'll pull it out. Green with it, working on Sobostanovic in the corner to Coleman, who drives now to Rizzuto, pops a 3. No, hits the deck. Wanted to call, didn't get it. Markey with the rebound. Yeah. Rizzuto, now watch it. He's got 2, but get it ahead to Zulata and back to Markey, and they'll reset. Left side, Batts. Courtney Batts drives baseline, pulls up from 15, hit it.
That's what he did in the first half.
And he has 10 now, and back to 5. 5-0 run for Central. And Green into the front court. 3:10 left in the third.
See, they got to make him play them. You can't just let him stand up there and juggle. So you're going to have to challenge so he can give it up and then go play the next one.
And he does to Wilson. Now Green over to Mulba where Pregame is. And high post to Green. Green head fake drives down the lane and got the finger roll. Austin Green. Yep. He's got 4 now, and it's 39-32, back to 7. Markey pulls up for 3 around a screen. That's off the back of the rim. No, Mulba has his second rebound.
And again, one of the little guys on the floor.
Oh, and that's a carry. That ball just got up away from Austin Green, so the unforced error will give it to Central, and Nate Eister in for Nate Wilson for Northeastern.
It's the foul trouble kept Nate on the bench all that time, but they didn't need him.
No. Courtney Batts will bring it up for Central now. The Panthers still down 7, 2.5 left in the third to the left side.
Settling on for 3s.
And a 3 around a screen by Batts. That won't go. Mulba again skying for the rebound.
I'm telling you, it's not I think what you should be doing in this situation.
Yep. Mulba with it out front. About 35 feet out. Pulls it back. Brings Pregame with him. Right side to Nate Eister and gives it up to Austin Green at the free throw line extended. Back out front to Brandon Coleman. Crosses over to the free throw line. Pregame stays with him and back to Green. They'll reset.
Showing much patience here.
Green goes around Zulata in the corner to Coleman for a deep three. That's too strong. Rebound is batted out by Eister. Nice job by him, and they'll reset to Mulba. And Mulba batted away. Markey took it away from him, takes it to the hoop. It is blocked by Rizzuto. Central wants the goaltend, and they don't get the call. Rizzuto went high, and boy, Kevin Sheeler is hot at his players, I think, for not maybe hustling down there. He's hot about something. Rizzuto swatted that one well above the rim, but the official felt it was not on its downward arc yet, so no goaltend. Central basketball now, Prebula with it. I have not seen Kevin Sheeler react like that in a long time, maybe ever. Oh, they try to lob it inside to Zulata, but it's knocked away by Rizzuto, and Mulba has it. Mulba in the lane, spin move, and hits the layup.
It's too good right there.
All right, he takes the 30. 1:18 left in the third. We'll take it as well. Northeastern by 9.
Repairs and the price of the pump, it can feel like your car is going to drive you out of house and home. Fortunately, Donegal Insurance Group can make keeping your car on the road more affordable. That's because for safe drivers, Donegal delivers rates that are among the lowest in the state. To find out how much you can save, call your neighborhood Donegal agent today. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
If you're looking for a feast, the Great American Saloon in Red Lion is a feast for both the palate and the eyes. You walk through the entrance into authentic Western decor, including a real late 1800s back bar and an ambiance that puts you smack dab in the Old West at the height of the frontiersman era. Their creative menu features fresh seafood, steaks, ribs, pasta dishes, and much more. Book your next reservation at the Great American Saloon for parties and those special celebrations. Open Monday through Friday, 4 to 11. And weekends for lunch starting at 11. The Great American Saloon on Dairyland Square in Red Lion, 246-9548.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
1:10 left in the third. Central down 9. They have the basketball. Tommy O'Neill's checked in, top of the key now to Batts. And right side to Prebula and to Carter Lukabaugh. Batts and Zulata way out in the corner, though.
Left them at 3 from Central for the last couple of minutes.
Move under a minute in the third now. Zulata gives it up to O'Neill. Now Zulata heading back down in the low post, but a 3 by Batts. That one goes off the feet by O'Neill.
Well, you got to make one of them, but every time you miss one, you give Northeastern another possession.
41-35, so it is 6. We'll see if Northeastern holds for one if they can with 38 left in the period. Green dribbling against Lukabaugh, goes into the paint, feeds it back out to Coleman. And Coleman back to Green. It looks like they're going to hold it.
They're going to hold it. Why not?
Yeah. They are up 6. They were up 5 at the half. And Green on the drive gives it up to Mulba. Mulba guarded by Batts. Mulba at center court. Clock at 13. Mulba feeds it low to Eister. Goes back out to Green. Now clock at 9. Green down the right side. Puts it up in traffic. Doesn't get it. Follow and the dunk by Rizzuto. And that's the end of the third. It ends with an exclamation point, and Northeastern leads by 8 on the Rizzuto follow dunk. 8 minutes to the league championship. We'll have them next on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road, at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOY.
I'll tell you, Andy, that was something. The missed shot and Rizzuto just flying down the lane, grabbed it with both hands and stuffed it back through with a couple seconds left to really electrify the Northeastern fans here.
Well, you know, as a guard up front, you got to put a body on everybody. That's what box out is all about. I mean, you know, the perfect rebound is the one that hits right between all 5 players.
Right. Yep.
Nobody put a body on him. They just let him go to lane. He's kicking sky, man.
An 8-point Northeastern lead to start the final period. They have the basketball. It's the boys' 2017 league championship. Mulba drives down the right side and hits it. Got the quick first step.
He hides the ball. He hides the ball, clutches it to his chest, goes right through and goes to the play.
And he took Courtney Batts that time. 10-point lead now for Northeastern. And Prebula with it on the right side. They're looking for Zulata inside, but Coleman fronting him effectively. Lukaba.
You can swing it.
Corner to Prebula for 3, no, and going high is Zulata for the stick back.
And that's the first time we've called his name since the first quarter.
Grab that one, put it up off glass with the right hand. It's 45-37. Panthers back with an 8. Green now. The Panthers need to stop, though. Mulba with it now. Bats on him. On the right side, gets a screen. Oh, he had Rizzuto on the roll, but didn't hit him. Rizzuto now on the baseline. Drives, and they're going to call the blocking foul on Zulata. Wow, yeah, not a lot of contact there. That's Evans' first. And on the team, it is the third. 2 fouls on Northeastern in the second half.
That's unbelievable. Northeastern playing a really clean, aggressive defensive game. And that's why they're up at this point, 9 points.
Go deep to Coleman, right side Mulba now around a Rizzuto screen. O'Neal gets through it, and they'll reset. Mulba to the free throw line, batted away by Prebula, but goes right to Wilson, so Northeastern will keep it. And now around Green, feeding it inside to Coleman, who hits the layup.
Too easy with the driving dish.
Austin Green to Brandon Coleman. It's back to 10, 47-37. And Carter Lukaba gets it to Prebula, crosses over, takes it down the lane, and no people hitting the deck, and it didn't go. Rebound to Rizzuto, and it gets it to Green to the front court. 8-point lead, 47-39, 6:20 left.
Central doesn't have an answer right now. Something's got to change for them.
Green with O'Neal. And Green to the top of the key, back to Coleman. Coleman and a reach in on Cade Prebula, so they're calling it tight out front right now. Yeah. It's the first on Prebula and a Nate Eister in for Nate Wilson. Get it into Eister, back to Mulba. Fred pulls it out and is guarded by Carter Lukaba. Drives down the right side in the paint, fed it back to Rizzuto, lost it, but then got it back from O'Neal. Under 6. Yep, under 6 in the game. 5:48 and ticking. And the Bobcats up 8. Mulba. Dribbling on the York College Spartan logo at center court. And he'll give it up to Austin Green. So Northeastern looking to pull him out, creating space. Near steal by Batts, but Coleman gets it. Dives in the paint. And no foul on either one of those as Zulata hit the deck, and then Eister took it up and was blocked in there by O'Neal, and it just say it went out of bounds. Wow. I guess so. Get it to the Coleman in the corner, and yet out front they're calling a little brush. All right, well, that's right, you do. Green now against Batson. That's a foul on Courtney Batson. That's 3. And that is 5 on Central. Still only 2 on Northeastern.
Well, that's because one of the reasons is because Central's been settling for 3.
Yeah. Get it into Austin Green in the backcourt, and the 5'10 senior works it up. Hit Bats again, and no call. Neal got a hand on it, but it batted it to Rizzuto, and they'll reset. Yeah. Mulba to the right side, now down in the paint, hangs in the air, didn't get the roll, but to draw the foul, I think on Cade Prebula. Yep, it's 2 on Cade, so Mulba will shoot 2. Hadn't been to the line tonight, 59% on the season. And that's 16 fouls on Central, so Northeastern shoots the rest of the way. Mulba, first one rolls in. 48-39, 5:01 left. Second one good. They burned a minute and got 2 free throws out of it. Not a lot of minutes left up there.
No, they're going to have to do something on the offensive end. That's where they've been lacking.
Courtney Batts brings it up, and he goes left side to Cade Perbula, who drives in the paint, gets it out to Carter Lukabaugh. Lukabaugh to Perbula on the left side, his three, nope, and rebound knocked out of bounds by Northeastern, they say, so it's going to stay with Central. Well, from here, maybe O'Neill hit it, but...
I don't think it's just put it wide and just set it for three. I've seen this team work against the ball. I don't understand.
Batts with it, top of the key, drives down the right side, and there's a blocking foul going to be on Austin Green. No shot, says Kevin Lawrence, quite emphatically. And it is on Austin Green. The booze coming. That was kind of an obvious foul among some of the ones that have been called, according to the way I saw it anyway. So Green, that's only his first.
Oh, that's Eister.
Oh, Eister? Oh, okay. Well, that's his third. They get it into O'Neill on the baseline. O'Neill now low post Zulata, but taken away by Rizzuto, and he threw it back off Zulata's leg and out of bounds. Yep. And Sobostanovic comes in for Zulata with 4:35 left. We get it into Rizzuto in the backcourt to Mulba, and we'll see how much time Northeastern burns here. Come into the front court. Lukabaugh tight on Mulba. Mulba down the lane, feeds it right inside to Rizzuto, who hits the left-handed layup.
You can't go away from it. When you help, he burns it.
51-37, biggest lead by either team of 14. Sobostanovic drives from the right side. No, missed it, but the rebound inside by Tommy O'Neill, and timeout taken by Kevin Sheeler. His team down 12, 4:07 left to the league championship.
Celebrates 40 years of leadership, and that means Bayshore and Kohler Ford is celebrating all Ford owners with big savings. Here's a new 2017 Ford Fusion S with total savings off MSRP of $4,301 in discounts and Ford rebates. Sale price now $19,209. Total savings $4,301. Here's a new 2016 Ford Focus four-door sedan S with total savings of $7,280 in dealer discounts and Ford rebates off MSRP. Sale price $11,915. Total savings $7,280. Hurry, these offers will end soon. 40 years of leadership mean 40 years of loyal owners like you. If you can get the same vehicle at a better price with superior personal service, why would you buy anywhere else? Get more. Be sure at Bayshore and Kohler Ford in Manchester. Just 3.5 miles from York and 15 minutes from Edders. Offers end February 28th.
Bayshore and Kohler, get more at Bayshore at Bayshore.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
4:07 left. It's Northeastern ball. They lead by 12.
And they're playing their game. It's all about right now the Bobcats. Playing their game, getting the ball, driving down the lane, dishing, slamming it home. And defensively, as good as I've seen them play all year.
In the front court comes Green. Bats with 3 fouls. Riding him there. They get it to Rizzuto. Drives baseline. Puts it up in traffic and hits it. Driving layup by Antonio Rizzuto, and it's 53-39.
Baseline all the way. Tested all the way.
Yep. He, Mulba, and Coleman are the scorers today for Northeastern. Almost all the points, but it's all they needed. Sobostanovic out central with just 39 on the board. Only 3.5 left in the game. O'Neill drives back to Batts. Batts is nothing inside for Central at all, and there's a foul on Rizzuto. I believe Kevin Lawrence will say yes, and that's 3 on Rizzuto. But Green has 4, Wilson has 8, but all the other points from Mulba, Rizzuto, and Coleman.
Really?
Yeah. In the far free throw line extended was Markey, now Sobostanovic. Back to Markey, deep 3, Markey, and too strong off the rim. No, out of bounds off of Carter Lukabaugh. Went up to contest Mulba.
There was, I think, frustration, not being able to get the ball where they wanted, so you bomb long 3.
Rizzuto lost it at the sideline, but it was knocked out by Carter Lukabaugh, so it will stay with Northeastern. Only 3:12 left, and the Bobcats by 14. Mulba in the front court, Lukabaugh on him. Mulba on the dribble, and we'll give it up now to Brandon Coleman. Coleman now drives down the left side, but in the corner, and goes back out to Austin Green. Clock down to 2:50.
And they got the athletes to be able to pull this off.
Green to Coleman, drives baseline, knocked away, out of bounds, though, knocked away by Soba Stanovic, so we'll stay with Northeastern. 2:47 left, Andy. When do you start fouling?
Well, right now you got to make something happen offensively.
Yeah.
Fouling is not going to do anything.
They lob it into Coleman, the top of the key, now to Moba on the left side, and he'll pull it back. They don't have to shoot the ball again.
They do not.
Moba lost it. Lukaban knocked it away, and Soba Stanovic picks it up. They get it ahead to O'Neal, running the floor, and O'Neal hits the bucket.
That was a mistake you don't see from a man who's played mistake through this
Right.
all night.
Oh, it's 53-41. There's another steal by Lukaban. Took it away from Austin Green. And Lukaban with the steal and the bucket. And that gets it to 10 at 53-43. Lukaban trying again for Green in the backcourt. This time Green spins away from him in the paint, floats in the air, got the roll.
You can't stop that. You can't take buckets.
Nope.
That's the problem. You got to have a defensive stop, and they haven't had one tonight.
55-43. Soba Stanovic crashed into Rizzuto out of bounds. He had lost the ball already. They say it's going to belong to Central. Man. All right, 1:56 left. Bobcats by 12. We'll be back after this.
Your downtown York service center is Guerreri Motors. They specialize in state safety and emissions inspections. They feature ASE certified technicians, and they have technicians for all your diagnostic work. Guerreri Motors, your downtown York service center. Call to make your appointment at 843-9760. Your downtown York service center, Guerreri Motors, 100 East Princess Street, York.
Remember the big storm that blew through here last year when you weren't ready? Your shovels were broken, you forgot to get salt for the ice, and you and your aching back were just wishing you had gotten a snowblower. Well, True Value in Shrewsbury and Loganville says be prepared this year. True Value has new snowblowers throughout November, priced nice for preseason. Get a Troy-Bilt gas snowblower with a 208cc engine and 21-inch path for only $399. Or try the two-stage Troy-Bilt gas snowblower with 243cc engine and a 26-inch path. In November, only $699. Behind every project is a True Value Plus in Shrewsbury and Loganville.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
It's going to be Central ball under their hoop. They're down 12, though, with just 1:56 left. Courtney Batts will inbound it. Goes deep to Landon Ray. Will put up a deep three and hit it. Ray's first points of the night, and it's down to single digits, 55-49. And Moba feeds it right in the baseline to Nate Wilson, who hits the layup. Yep, and they did. Moba's fourth assist. Batts is back. It's an 11-point game. On the baseline, Batts head fake, steps through the defenders, hits it up off glass. Nice move. Timeout, Kevin Sheeler. We'll keep it here. He has one left, but 1:28 left. It's 9, but you know, you're right. You got to stop him and do it fast as well. I mean,
that's been the issue in the entire since now. I think since they jumped in with that half-court press at a minute into the second quarter, the whole complexion of this game changed. Northeastern's got energy, you know. The upcoming codes, you know, the dancing on that, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have to come back against the team.
I think when that happened, it was early in the second. It was 21-11 Central at that time. So since then, it has been 46-27 Northeastern since that time. So. Yep. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people felt at the beginning of the year Northeastern might have been the best team in the league. They certainly have the most athletes. It was a question, could they play with the discipline needed? A couple times their losses they didn't. Tonight, so far, they have.
I'll tell you what, this is probably as good as I've seen his team play, you know, in the last couple of years. And I've said,
at least.
I agree with you, and I've said it 100 times. I think they're the best athletes in the league. They just never seem to be able to play as a unit. Right now, not a better team game I've seen in a lot longer.
Yep. So Northeastern inbounds at Central will pick him up at half court, and Austin Green will bring it up. Tommy O'Neill just across half court now, clock at 1:20, so they don't have a lot of time either. Mulba to Green, and almost, they get it. Yeah, Luca ball went up, didn't get the ball, but Coleman lost it, so they do get the turnover. 1:15 left, Central down 9. Luca Ba in the front court, right side, Batts. Batts looking it over, Ray, deep three, whoa, that was about a 27-footer, and off the back of the rim, no, Mulba with the rebound. Well, and Mulba's fouled by Landon Ray, going for the steal. That's 4 on Ray, and Mulba will shoot a one-on-one. That was a deep, deep three. He was a good 2 steps behind the college line. A little closer. Mulba to shoot the one-on-one. He's 2 of 2 tonight. 1 minute exactly left. The Bobcats by 9. And now by 10. And Zulata and Markey in for Luca Ba and O'Neill for Central. Yeah. Yep. Mulba missed the second. Rebound, Sobastanovic gets it up to Batts. 55 seconds left. Batts going to shoot quickly now. They get it to Ray. Ray to Sobastanovic. Sobastanovic drives down the lane, feeds it to Zulata along the baseline, puts it up, left it short, and the rebound out there by Brandon Coleman. Wow. And Zulata commits the foul against Green. I think that probably does it. He needed to make that one, and that was tough. Just left the layup short, foul on Zulata. And Green at the line for the first time tonight. He's 60% on the year. Yep. They have. They're up 10 and now 11 as Green hits the front end. So Bobcat fans starting to celebrate in the end zone to our right. Looking for their first championship, I think, since 03. I'm not mistaken. Second one is good. So it is 12, and we're down to 40 seconds left. And Batts will pick it up. Central won this 3 years ago. For the first time in 40 years they won the league. Batts to the hoop, and no, and he draws the foul on Brandon Coleman, who can't believe it. But the call is made there by Kevin Lawrence. So 2 shots coming for Courtney Batts, but only 35 ticks left, and it's a 12-point game. Courtney Batts hits 1 of 2. So it's 11 with 30 seconds left. And in the front court is Mulba. Mulba on the baseline to Wilson. Missed block there by Batts. And Sobastanovic comes down with it. Nico back to Batts for a deep 3. That's short. Rebound by Rizzuto, his 9th. They get it ahead to Coleman. Here's Mulba. There it is. The exclamation point on the win, the dunk by Fred Mulba. The other end, a 3 by Luca Ba, no good, out of bounds off Northeastern. 3.9 left, and the Northeastern Bobcats are your 2017 York Adams League Boys Champions. There's 3.9 left, but it's all over. And it was fitting that Mulba got the dunk to seal it. Batts to inbound. Goes to Sobastanovic. Nico's 3 is short. Rebound put up at the buzzer by Luca Ba, and that's it. Your final score, Northeastern 62 and Central 51. Congratulations to John Eister and the Northeastern Bobcats, the boys York Adams League champions for 2017. We'll take a break. We'll be back and have our post-game show right after this.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you.
And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30 Hallam Exit.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Here's something everyone needs to think about. Who helps prepare your taxes? Is it the same person who gives you investment advice? It probably should be. It should be someone who knows how to get the best return on both. Someone like Jeff Zunick with Zunick Advisory Services.
Hi, I'm Jeff Zunick, a longtime York County resident with over 25 years in the financial services field. A lot of folks come to me for the first time simply because their taxes get a little too complicated. They've often been doing it themselves or turning to one of those brand name services. I start by helping with their taxes, of course, but then as we look at their savings, I'm able to help even more. After all, how you invest your savings directly impacts the amount of taxes you pay. And who doesn't want to save more while paying less? Maybe I can help you. Call me, Jeff Zunick, right here in York at 764-8992.
Zunick Advisory Services, because your tax advisor should also be your investment advisor. Call Jeff at 764-8992.
When it comes to better vision, one name comes to mind. Weaver Eye Associates.
Here's what patients are saying about Weaver Eye Associates.
They're modern, updated. They have something for everybody. Very impressive. Very impressive. The technology is amazing.
I have the vision I have today, thanks to Dr. Weaver.
They made my first time wearing glasses a very comfortable experience.
Great selection. They treat you really well.
I like that they're very nice.
My family doctor retired, and I was looking for a family atmosphere. And when I came to Weaver, that's what I found. Weaver Eye Associates. Weaver Eye Associates.
Weaver Eye Associates.
Weaver Eye Associates in East York, West York, and Dallastown.
Our focus is on you. Weaver Eye Associates.
Visit us on the web at weavereye.com.
Your teams all the time. York's own place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOI.
And we're back at the Grumbacher Center here at York College as the Central York Panthers getting their silver medals here from AD Marty Trimmer, head coach Kevin Sheeler, and they were beaten by a better horse, as you say tonight, Andy, 62-51 over Northeastern, or by Northeastern on the win.
They played really well.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned, they're the top seed in District 3 5A, and I'll tell you what, it's going to take a good team to knock them off in 5A. The Giant Center. All right. Yeah. Yep, they stay out of foul trouble because they aren't deep. They have one thing, they are not deep, but if they stay out of foul trouble, they're going to be tough. So there you go. And one other thing, when we talk about these kids from Central, they played hard. A lot of these kids were ninth graders when they won it 3 years ago, so they saw what it was like. But, Courtney Batts, Tommy O'Neill, Evan Zulata, Nico Sobostanovich, Carter Lukabah are the seniors. They stepped in and provided leadership. So they'll be missed next year. And Central, they're the 9 seed in 6A, so they can win a game or two there and get into the states as well. They have. Yep. All right. Well. Yep. Couldn't get it inside. Yeah. All right, well, Northeastern wins it 62-51 as they get their gold medals and will now proceed to cut down the nets here at the Grumbacher Center. We'll take a break and back with our final stats. Don't forget, Hershey Bears will come up in about 15 minutes. We're back right after this.
York Mitsubishi, home of the best priced and the best guaranteed car in America today. The 2017 Mitsubishi Mirage. Buy it for as low as $11,995. It's the lowest priced car in America today, and it's also guaranteed for 10 years, 100,000 miles. The Mitsubishi Mirage also gets up to 42 miles per gallon. So stop by York Mitsubishi, and for that price, you may want to think about buying two. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Challenge your body, stimulate your mind. Now at Unique Physique, enlist in the battle to take control of your mind and body health. Developed for individuals with Parkinson's disease, but anyone can benefit. The new Strong Body and Sharp Mind fitness program. One-on-one fitness level assessment with your first visit and different training options available. One-on-one personal training, train with a partner, or group settings. Cardio and circuit training developed to improve strength, agility, balance, memory, coordination, endurance, and vision. Sign up today at Unique Physique or call 755-2639.
It's a family tradition. Their family name, Romberger's Appliance in South York, is York's hometown appliance store for more than 50 years. You get it all with top brand names like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, plus huge selections, great values, and unmatchable service after the sale. That's why Romberger's was voted the #1 family-owned appliance store by the people of York County. Associated with the largest buying group nationwide gives them the purchasing power to pass the savings on to you. Their professional sales staff will only sell you what you need and at the best prices too. With the best service and delivery, low prices, and a huge selection, it's a family tradition. Remember, if Romberger's sells it, Romberger services it. Always above the rest in customer service. 190 Reynolds Mill Road, Leader Heights area of York. So before you buy anywhere else, shop Romberger's Appliances first. Your one-stop, low-overhead store where big savings are to be had every time. Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for the way it's made.
Golfers, Briarwood is now accepting registrations for the 2017 Evening Golf League season. The Monday through Friday evening leagues consist of two-player teams playing against teams of similar abilities with handicaps. Friday evening offers a two-person couple scrambles league and a two-person men's league. Regular season matches begin the week of April 3rd, then continue through the middle of August with playoffs immediately following. Leagues start play at 5:30 with a shotgun start. Briarwood Leagues offer the most course variety with 4 different nines at Briarwood East and West. Briarwood has over 25 years of experience running leagues providing fun and enjoyment for all golfers. Before your round, warm up on Briarwood's driving range. After play, relax with friends and enjoy yourself at the Briar Patch Sports Bar. Check out the new and used equipment to improve your game at our well-stocked Discount Pro Shop. Briarwood's PGA professionals will fit you to a tee. Join the fun. Call 792-9776 to register your team for the area's best golf leagues at Briarwood. Or check us out on the web at briarwoodgolfclubs.com.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
And we're back at the Grumbacher Center. The Northeastern Bobcats celebrating their first league championship, I believe, in 14 years. I think it was the Levi Winners Nate Fry group back in 03 was the last one. And, well-deserved. They played well tonight. They're going to start cutting down the nets. And, I just want to take them. I was mad at the beginning, so I apologize if I ticked anybody off. But I think some things happened here that just didn't need to happen. And I've been around a long time. But anyway, I do want to take a moment. I want to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring high school basketball to you for our 18th season and to bring the tournament to you. We have eight good tournament games since last Saturday. Steve Pugliano, our sales guy, Jim Hart, our producer all year. And we have some other games to go. I'm going to take a moment now. I think we have a lot of folks listening and watching. And also, Daryl Henry, our GM. I'll tell you what, Andy, you were here kind of, and I don't want to disparage anyone, but since the Revs bought it, it's a much better situation there with the ownership and with Daryl as the GM, and it's nice to do this. And I want to say to folks who are listening, appreciate this because with the state of the media today and radio in particular, there are not a lot of places that have a station that really does local sports anymore. There are not. You go to Lancaster, you go to Harrisburg, you go to Reading, they just don't do it. And do high school, York College, the Revs, Penn State York on Sunday if they get there. We've got a Penn State show on now. We've got an Orioles show on and Wayne show on Saturdays. There's not a lot of that around. So I want to say to the folks out there, appreciate what Darrell Henry is doing to keep the local focus here in the Revs ownership, and that's not easy to do in this day and age with the media, and thanks to all of our sponsors that make it possible as well. So let's get our final stats here tonight as Northeastern wins at 62-51. Start with the Central York Panthers.
All right, Courtney Batts, 6 field goals, 2 or 3 from the line. He had led all Central scorers with 16 points. Tommy O'Neill, 1 for 2 from the line, 2 field goals with 5 points. Kevin Fulano, 3 field goals, 1 from the line, 7 points. Howard Markey, 3 field goals, 3 or 4 from the line, he had 10. Landon Ray, only 1 free tonight for 3 points. Nico Silva-Stanovich, which surprised me tonight. 2 field goals, 2 or 3 from the line, 6 points. Seth McLaughlin in the fourth quarter had 2 field goals for 4.
Lucabaugh, that was.
Oh, I'm sorry, Seth Lucabaugh.
No, Carter Lucabaugh. It was Lucabaugh, number 4. He had
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Carter Lucabaugh had the two buckets. All right.
Carter Lucabaugh, 2 buckets, 4 points. My mistake. I apologize.
All right.
Still, though, they had 19 field goals, 4 of those threes. 9 of 13 from the line for 51.
Rebounding-wise, Courtney Batts and Evan Zulata each had 5. Nico Silva-Stanovich had 4. Courtney Batts had 3 assists to lead him, and Carter Lucabaugh and Courtney Batts each with 2 steals tonight. For the 2017 York Adams League champion, Northeastern Bobcats.
All right, we got some serious lines here. Brandon Coleman, 6 field goals, 1 2 from the line, 14 points. Austin Green, 3 field goals, 2 from the line, 8 points. Antonio Rizzuto, 5 field goals, 11 points. And a dunk that just lit him up. Fred Mulba, this kid's unbelievable. 7 field goals, 3 of 4, 17 points. One of those was a slam down on the field. He saw coming in half court. Nate Wilson, 4 field goals, 2 of those threes, 10 points. And Austin Richards, 1 field goal for 2. They had 26 field goals, 4 of those threes. A very efficient 6 of 8 from the foul line for 62.
All right, and rebounding-wise, Rizzuto, 9 rebounds tonight for the 6'2 junior. He did the job on the boards, and Fred Mulba had 4 rebounds. Mulba led him with 4 assists, and Mulba and Antonio Rizzuto each had 2 steals for the Bobcats, who win it, and they'll be soon going to cut down the nets here. We are going to take our final break. Remember, Hershey Bears hockey is coming your way in about 10 minutes. We'll wrap it up for you for the league season and get you set for the districts and states after this on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Excuse me, I've never shopped here before. We went to the deli counter.
Never shopped at Jerry's Great Value? I love this place. I'm practically Jerry's best friend. Selfie smile. Perfect. Thank you.
Do I know you?
Maybe you know my Full World at Jerry's Facebook page?
No. I'll find the deli myself.
Here's a selfie of me and Jerry at the deli. That's me holding Jerry's out of this world chicken salad.
I don't see it, Jerry. You're alone.
Here's me trying to decide on one of Jerry's ready-to-go home-style prepared meals. See there? Lasagna, barbecue.
But no Jerry.
Well, Jerry's a busy guy. He smokes his own meats. In fact, here's one of me inside Jerry's smokehouse.
That's Jerry coming up behind you?
No, that's security. Turns out nobody's supposed to go inside Jerry's smokehouse.
He looks angry.
Those guys don't fool around.
Is that a selfie of you and Jerry at the checkout?
Yep, with my Jerry's Rewards card.
Oh, Jerry's Rewards. The points never expire, right? That's why I decided to shop Jerry's Great Value.
What are you, Jerry's best friend now?
Well, no.
Man, try to help a guy find the deli and bam, he won't.
I should have found the customer service desk first.
Customer service? I got a selfie of me and Jerry at customer service.
Oh, boy.
Everybody's happy at Jerry's. That's right.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Rose Avenue or by going to serenityspayork.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable if I need a loan or if I have a question about anything, I'm going to get the answer from the people right here. because we live here too means that they share a lot of the same concerns that I do. I know that they give back to the local community, and it really makes a difference. They're invested here, and that's important to me. I now tend to measure other businesses that I deal with the level of service that I get at York Traditions Bank. I feel that York Traditions Bank never takes my business for granted. I highly recommend York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Alrighty, well, nice scene here as Kevin Sheeler with his two young kids here, giving them a lighter moment after a tough night. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep, yep, it will. You bet. And he has nothing to be ashamed of at all. He's got a good team. He's a great young coach, and he's got a great program going here. So anyway, it was 62-51 Northeastern. Congrats to the Bobcats. They won it. They deserve it. They earned it, and they are going to be a tough out in the districts. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. They're the top seed in 5A. First, let's get our Heritage Hills player of the game.
All right, it's going to Fred Mulder. All four, 5 foot and a half inches up. He was 7 field goals, 3 or 4 from one, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. But for me, it was his leadership on the court. He just kind of controlled everything offensively for them. On the defensive end, he did what he had to do. But he played that coach out there. And I tell you, you've got to have that if you want to be a successful programming team, especially at this level. So great all-around game for him right now. He's up there on the top of the ladder doing something that he wants to do all his life.
Absolutely. So it's always great to see the celebration. A couple hundred of the Bobcat fans, I'm sure parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts and uncles, and teachers out there. So, it's a great thing. So, Andy, just take one quick moment here before we go to the Bears. Look ahead. We got the districts coming up, as we mentioned. Northeastern, the top seed in 5A. If they play the way they played tonight, I'll tell you what, there's going to have to be an awfully good team to beat them.
There is, and like you said, they got to play the way they
right,
played tonight.
They do.
That's the best I've seen a Northeastern team play. That was just the perfect game.
Now, also in 5A, Spring Grove is the 4 seed. Now, we know Drew Gordon was out with pneumonia, which really hurt them the other night. We'll have them Monday against New Oxford in the opening round. Colonials are tough. That's at Spring Grove. So I think if Gordon's back, maybe even if not, Eli's tough. But they're going to need Gordon once they get into that second and third round. And if Northeastern and Spring Grove both win their first 2, they will play a week from Monday in the semifinal up at the Giants Center. We'll have it for you if it happens. But I think Spring Grove, with Eli, they can win some district games too.
Absolutely. You can go up for 40 on that any time.
Yep.
But the key to that team is Panther and Gordon. So you need Gordon back. The other night without him, Tanner had to handle the ball a little more. I don't think that's what they like to do. He wasn't spotting up to shoot that 3, and they took a tough loss, but they played hard. So, yeah, it's 5
It is, and New Oxford and Dover are in there. New Oxford is the 13 seed. Dover's the 14 seed. The thing is, and I don't like the playoff setup anymore, but there was a thing on Game Time today. Those teams can lose a first-round game and still play and get in because they take 10 to the States from 5A. So, even if Dover and New Oxford lose their first round, they're going to be tough because they're going to be playing those consolation games. And we've seen Dover. They hit some of those threes. They can be tough. 6A, Central's the 9 seed, Dallastown the 12 seed. So Dallastown gets Carlisle. Dallastown lost by 1 point on the road at Governor Mifflin, who was the 2 seed. So Dallastown on a given night. And then Central, the 8-9 game, I think it's Cedar Crest. And they'll be on the road for that. But so that's Kevin's challenge right now, to get him forget this game and come out and play the way they can next week. Yeah. And then Eastern in 4A, they're still the 5 seed, I think. So we'll see what happens there. They've had a tough road with Achterberg going down, but we'll see. And in 3A, York Catholic, I think in 3A, I'm looking for a York Catholic Trinity final, and that should be a dandy. So. And girls-wise, very quickly in 6A, Central is the 4 seed. So that, Dallastown is the 12 seed, so they're going to have to play, again, they'll play a 5 seed early. We'll see what happens there, but Central with a 4 seed. Yeah. Yep. And 5A, we've got the 2 seed at Susquehannock. They're going to have to come back after a week and a half off, losing in the first round. New Oxford's the 3 seed. I think New Oxford in 5A, we'll see.
We'll see. That's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
Not being there before.
Yeah.
It's tough getting ready for districts when you've never been.
And Dover is 7, and I think West York is 9. So we'll see what happens with them if they can get through them. Possibly to the second round. And again, then Eastern girls, they're the 4 seed or the 5 seed in 4A. So they would play, I believe, Lancaster Catholic on the road in the second round if they get there. That could be an interesting game. And also then in AAA, York Catholic, DeLone Catholic, maybe heading for another final up at Giant Center. So that's a little bit of a look ahead. Again, thanks for being with us. 62-51 Northeastern over Central tonight. Hershey Bears coming up next. Remember, no Central PA game day tomorrow. Wayne's back next Saturday, 12:45 tomorrow afternoon. Darrell Henry right here where we are. Doubleheader, York College men's and women. And I think it's Christopher Newport on, I believe, Senior Day. So, for Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time, and we want to thank Game Time as our partner for the last 6 years as well. Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time. Jim Harden, as always, pushing all the right buttons back at the station. And my partner, Andy Bria. I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, folks, and you have a good night.
Thank you for listening to WOYK's High School Basketball.